Hello guys, we are officially doing another Dragon Age Veilguard video, and I'm very excited to bring this video out here because this shows some of the best gameplay, I believe, in maybe 10-year video game history. There's been a lot of good games through the past 10 years, obviously Witcher 3 being one of them, Fallout 4 being the other. From there really hasn't been too many great video games. I personally love Jedi Survivor a lot, and the remake of the Resident Evil 4. Right now I've customized my Rook to look like this. I got it from a video I found online. She looks fantastic. The only thing I really did differently on her is change her hair color to purple, because I like the way purple looks on that on her. Right now is when your first encounters with not when your first encounters with Morgan. You've met her plenty of different times, but this is when she starts talking about how she has a fragment in her, or she possessed some portion of a god. So it's pretty cool. The story gets a lot better in this game. For the first 20 hours of this game's kind of, I was kind of skeptical on it. It was good, you know, but oh yeah, this game's a pretty good game. But when we got here to like the 35 hours is when the game really started getting better, a lot better. It became a a game that was almost like a Disney type NPC, where the characters seem happy and so forth, and seems like there's no life into them other than being positive and so forth. But as the game progressed, the characters got more serious. You understood the characters a little bit better. Right now we have the first warden. He's a fucking dickhead, as they've explained in the whole video game. And from up here, Lucanus, the companion right there, I've never liked that dude for the longest time at all. And this is when I personally start liking him a lot. This is when all the NPCs actually start getting better. And they did I think Mass Effect 2 really influenced them in this. I would hate to compare Mass Effect 2 to this game, but I think that's where the story was going. So it's not really a direct rip-off or anything. So, and these Solus meetups are really fucking awesome, and my Rook just looks amazing. I love her. She looks really good. I tweaked with so many custom character slides throughout the game, and that's why it's taking me a little bit long to beat this game. Solus is I liked him in the third game a lot, but in this fourth game, God, they just flesh him out so much more, and I love Solus way more in this game than the third game. I think Solus is just a fucking beast in this game, and this is when the game starts really getting good. I think this is after like 35 hours. This is the war. This is where the game becomes they turn into a good game into like one of the best games I've ever played in a long time, and maybe one of the best games I've played just in general. Combat scenes at least, action wise at least, and just the environment. And I like to compare actually this game to The Witcher 3 a lot, and I know that's a pretty steep comparison, but with Witcher 3, I felt a lot of the cutscenes were really boring and so forth, and a lot of dialogue. But in this game, you know, at first the dialogue was kind of rough, cringy
Trying to save your
is the best way to put it.
Yours will rot in the dungeon.
And here I have Rook doing the pacifist option, the good option, which is not necessarily the best option. And I went with the aggressive option after I found out that, God, she looks good. After I found out that the aggressive option was better. So I stuck with the aggressive option. And this is where you talk to the Rook, talk to the First Warden rather. Fuck you, Warden, you bald-headed motherfucker. Where we at? I wish I could turn this up a little louder so I could hear what we're talking about here. This is when the cutscenes start getting really good.
The dragon trap. What needs to be done?
It's 900 years old, never been used.
And this is what really separates this game from a lot of other games, in my opinion. This is when it becomes more Mass Effect-like, Witcher 3-like, I guess. More like Mass Effect 2.
Can't say I didn't try.
And this is when you, oh god, that's a good right hook. Ding, 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 ding.
No. Listen to
good shit, good shit.
An order.
And how everyone mostly approves except for maybe two companions.
I assume you have a plan.
But that's not a really big deal because you do get their
It was built 900 years ago to stop
approval later on, so it's not that big of a deal.
Where's the trap?
Other side of the fortress, but it's never been used.
It only has
This character is badass. I love that character. I've been on the Dragon Age Veilguard website or fan site, and a lot of people like that character. A good ass character here. And right now we're fighting the Blight and so forth in this battle. This is a good battle. This is one of the best battles in the whole game. And here I am. I'm just wrecking shop here. Let's see here. And it's just this is just when the game gets really better. It gets a lot better. I know that this game has had a lot of hate, and I think it's because people don't actually get to this part. You know, people play maybe 10 hours of this game and they're like, all right, some of the conversation is cringy. And once they get to that NPC Tosh, which is actually a pretty good companion, they're like, nah, because I guess she's confused about her gender and stuff like that. But you're only talking about like five minutes of the whole game compared to. Which will probably be maybe like 100 hours, so that's only a few minutes. That's like buying a fucking burger, the best burger you ever had in your entire life, and you're saying that the burger is trash because there's 5 pickles on the burger. So that's what whenever when I hear that this game is trash, that's what I hear, is like, dude, you're having one of the burgers, like the best burger you've ever had in your entire life, but we put five pickles in that shit. So the burger is fucking trash. So that's how I feel when people talk shit about this game, saying that this game is trash. No, take out, just don't eat the fucking pickles, because this burger is the best burger you ever have. And I'm just wrecking shop, and this horde of darkspawn is just insane. And this is when I figure out how to do the daggers. The daggers are just an amazing weapon. I'm glad I tried using the daggers. Looks really good. This is one of the best battles since I have on here, so I might keep it. I haven't really posted it on Facebook or anything yet. A lot of people on my Facebook are not really into the Dragon Age franchise. There's a few.
Means we make our last stand.
It just the whole environment just looks amazing. How the whole world is taken by the Blight, And this is when the Darkspawn comes. The Darkspawn just looks really freaky. They don't look like the ones from Origins, but they still look really good. They still look really freaky. I like their taking them. Of course, you know, I like the Origins take a little bit better. I recently started playing Origins again because of this game. Of modded it and so forth, and Origins is such a is the greatest game of all time. Because of this game, probably. This game has really added a whole dimension to the Dragon Age franchise. I've also replayed the Dragon Age 2 and 3.
The real problem is getting
and playing with Dragon Age 2, I think the male hawk is the only way to go, because I was playing with my female character on Dragon Age 2, and I just don't like the female character in Dragon Age 2. I think her conversation, her voice acting is terrible. Anyway, my Rook looks amazing, and I almost wish I stuck with her, but I'm still playing with different Rooks, and the Rook that I have now is actually really good, so I can't wait till I get it on here. And this is when you face the God, and the God just looks amazing. The God is Ginalan, or whatever her name is, a really freaky God. I mean, this game is awesome. You fight an archdemon. I believe this is the archdemon right here. You fight an ancient elven gods. Oh god, that looks amazing. That dragon just looks terrifying. And this is when you try to capture this archdemon with this god, trying to resurrect dragons and archdemons, and you think they think that they won. Like, they think that they won from here. And it like, this is like Dragon Age Origins, where, like, you know, you beat something and they just, everyone cheer. This game has a lot of Dragon Age Origin influence on here.
My war, my glory.
And this is when you just punch the fucking warden. And then beware, guys, this is spoilers. You can skip the next 5 minutes if y'all don't want to see this. Yeah, if y'all want to skip this part, there's some spoilers. It's not really that bad. It's just that when you play the game, you want to have the first experience, and I think this, you know, kind of spoils that. But if you're planning not to play this game, then go ahead and watch this scene, because this scene will make you want to play the game. This game makes this game better than Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition, for sure. Just the scene alone right here, really good scene. And these scenes just keep getting better. Oh god, I love this. Freaking fantastic. It doesn't get any better than this. Video game has come a long ways. Just killed the first warden. I don't know what they do to the archdemon or whatever that is. Oh yeah, this is the part. This is where you should skip it. Let's just skip this battle. And this is one of the coolest battles in gaming history. I know that in Mass Effect 2 had that last boss, which was amazing. Mass Effect 3 had what cool ass battle scenes. Dragon Age Origins with the archdemon. But this is one of the coolest battle scenes I've ever played in gaming history. And I played a lot of Resident Evil 4, of course, all those fighting all those bosses and so forth, which is really cool. Resident Evil 4 actually has some really cool boss battles. Resident Evil 4 is actually really it's hard to beat some of these boss battles. I mean, like, but Resident Evil 4 is more focused on battles and action and so forth. So that's pretty expected. But with this games like these, they're RPGs with stories, so it's not really more focused on battle, but it still reminds me. Still an amazing battle scene. Reminds me of Willow a little bit. If y'all watched Willow, I was talking about on my last video about Val Kilmer. Rest in peace. But I'm kind of glad I brought up Willow because Willow was a really amazing movie, and this is kind of like similar to Willow. She's made her archdemon into a three-headed dragon, and this battle so far is the hardest battle so far. No, that's not the hardest battle. You would think this would be the hardest battle. It's actually a harder battle after this, but this battle is pretty freaking hard. I think I died maybe twice, and I'm on Keeper mode, which is not the default, but it's a little bit easier than that. It's not the easiest. It's after the easiest, but oh my god, this is where the battle is just insane. Veilguard's take of archdemons, dragons is great. Dragon Rage Inquisition kind of got boring fighting all those dragons. I think you fought like maybe a total of 15 or 20 dragons in that game. But in this game, you're facing all different types of monsters and so forth. Oh god, you do not want to watch this part. This is the part that made me love Lucanus. Oh. And just like that, he is redeemed. He was once a suck-ass character, turned into a badass character.
Let's go!
Give me another shot.
Too late. Back to the Olympian.
Oh god, he missed too. He missed the fatal blow. He only stabbed her, but he still stabbed the freaking god. And the god is just resurrecting everything.
Best times all day.
Or I think. These cutscenes, man. These cutscenes.
Those are the ropes people who follow the king.
And then of course it ends with Tosh right here. And
stuff that's too dangerous.
I really liked Tosh at first, and then after that, just Tosh became
I had big fingers.
kind of a wimp. It's like he was like, oh my god.
Only a beast is.
Oh no, this was actually when you romance her. This is a really good scene. Never mind. This is
Sounds like your mother was hard on you.
one of the best romances is in the whole game, actually.
Yeah. So, are you trying to have sex with me?
Wow, you know, in my daydreams this is where you lean over me and slap the wall.
Quick, think about us having sex.
That is one horny chick, dude.
So now we need to figure out if it's cash lock or Tom lock.
She looks good too. My
And
rook looks
those are-
amazing.
Cash lock's
And
just
Tosh is
worded. You
trying to
just
hit
make
that.
jokes and maybe think about him for fun. Tom lock is serious.
I would try to hit that
I'm
too.
gonna grab that and
She looks
taste
really
its
good.
neck right by the
But I had to change her because she looked way too young, so I had to change her.
So which is it?
She looks a little bit young for me. She just looks young in general.
So
When
which
you're
one was
fighting
serious?
archdemons and
Something
gods and
about
so forth,
tasting
you
the neck?
expect to be a little
Tom lock. That's maybe where I'm
older
at.
character.
Good.
Who, so
too.
that's why I changed her. But I will always
So where exactly
like this
on
rook
the
a lot.
neck was
Be
it
one of my
that you
more favorite
wanted to
rooks that I
taste?
made, which isn't really. I made it. It just
Maybe
I
right
kind of
here
jacked it,
by the collarbone.
but she still looks amazing.
Rook, Tosh.
So guys, yeah, I've talked your heads off for 20 minutes long, and I've made this video a little bit long. There is so much content here, so
I'll be
much.
there.
I was kind of hoping you'd say that.
Just kinda.
Again, I'm really excited about this video,
I
yes,
know
because
They'll hunt you down.
it has some of the best content on here.
You're in on this too, boy?
I don't think you're
That
ever
battle
shaking
scene
your
was
list.
just.
I can live with that.
It brought Dragon
me
Age
sort that
from
out.
here
You
to
and
all the way to over here, there. And my
Please,
rook still looks
Of
good.
the Inquisition,
I might bring her back with this hair.
and this is the one they call Rook.
Um,
Emmerich.
The mortalitasi flesh.
And this is where the companions get a little bit more
So
better.
you've heard of us.
You start learning more about them. I
I
love that dwarf. That dwarf looks really cool. Definitely a big step from the past 3 Dragon Age games.
You are gracious in your dress. It is not necessary. Tell me what you wish.
I do feel this game does
I'm
excel
looking for someone touched by the
over the
Does
3
that mean anything to you?
in a lot of ways.
Yes. She
Of
has
course,
been
Origins
waiting
will be
for
my
you.
all-time favorite by
Follow
far.
and keep your weapons ready.
But I think
The roads are
this
dark.
game
The
totally
creatures
blows
there
the other
know
2
us
games
all.
out of the way. I've actually read on a fan website that this game is the exact opposite of Dragon Age Inquisition, and I was, oh yeah, hold on, let me get back to that. But this is Alzamar.
A person will do
It looks
almost
just like the
anything to
Origins
survive.
Alzamar,
That
and
is
I
what my
was just
people did.
mind blown.
Become like the Darkspawn.
This
Or be destroyed
is
by them.
almost the exact
Not
map
much of a
from
choice.
Dragon Age Origins, and I just think that's phenomenal. Look at that, man. I just wish it had that same music. But yeah, this looks like exactly like Dragon Age Origins. I just think that's phenomenal. I just love how they did that. This is, whoever made this map is just the detail on the wall, and
some to the corruption, some by their own hand.
guys,
And
I
some
am
found another
seriously
way.
obsessed with this game. Ever since that scene,
The
I've
storm
just
is
been
colder than death, as they
non-stop
say.
playing this game. I don't think I'm ever going to get over this game. Like, and this is when you fight a Paragon, I think. I'm not sure what they're called. But you fight at something similar in Dragon Age Origins as well, with Bianca. I think their name is Blanca or Bianca or something like that. But this is like, you know. So yeah, back to that. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to get over this game, guys. Like, a lot of Dragon Age, a lot of the people I met on the Dragon Age Veilguard website, not a lot of people, I'd say a handful of people, they're telling me to try Baldur's Gate 3, you know, which is going to be better than this game and so forth. Which, you know, it might, I mean, I will definitely play Baldur's Gate 3 after this. Right, the reason why I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3 is because on sale it's $47.99. It's the lowest price. It's ever gone. So I'm very looking forward to playing that game. They're saying that this game is anywhere as good or better. But yes, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and check that game out. Right now, my girlfriend actually has that game on PS5. So luckily, I'm gonna get to play it for free. So I'm very lucky for that. I don't really have to pay $50 to play it, but I am more than willing to do it. But it doesn't really matter because I do have this game on PS Plus right now, free.
Well done.
So I'm very fortunate that I do have that PS Plus, and I'm getting to play this game for free. Well, not for free because that subscription was actually, I think, probably $80. So I'm finally getting my money's worth on my PS Plus, which I never really do get to play my PS5 at all. Because I'm really playing my PC a lot, obviously, because I love to mod games and so forth. And I like this scene right here. This is a pretty cool scene where this chick is singing. I'm really glad I added it on here. And yeah, but anyway, I can't wait to play that game, Baldur's Gate 3. I'm going to see if it is better than this game or not.
Hate to break up the reunion.
Probably not. I'm probably like this game better. I just love the Dragon Age lore, and I really feel that out of the 2 games after Dragon Age Origins, or the games that have came out after Dragon Age Origins, this game has really well exceeded my expectations. Not that the other games are oh god, that Rook looks amazing. This is a cool scene right here. I think this is the romance scene, I believe.
The blood mage, Aelia.
God, she looks amazing though.
A damn fanatic.
But no, I love Dragon Age 2 because
and they could use his help.
mainly because of Hawk. Hawk is an awesome. Hawk is awesome, especially the male Hawk, the male hawk is the way to go, and I just love him. And I love I love how that was better than Origins. How Hawk, how that was the actual voice actor. So I really love that about Dragon Age 2. Plus, they have some really cool companions like Anders. Anders is fucking awesome. Fenris, all of them are pretty cool. And then the third game, Dragon Age.
Dark spawn.
I like Iron Bull. Iron Bull's cool, and so is what's his name? Blackthorn. I'm not really sure what his name. I forgot his name was. I can't believe I forgot his name. The Warden, whatever that guy is.
I'm sorry.
Man, this is a really cool looking rook right here.
Right? You were Oscar's apprentice.
I knew him.
But anyway, I'm sorry I've talked over this a lot. Which is kind of okay because you can find
With these plants,
the
village, the wardens, whoever needs it.
the videos or the scenes in this
Blight surge. How have things
on the
been in
internet and
village?
so forth. So it's not that really big of a deal, but it's cool to see my every customized
If you're
rook.
looking for backup, I've got you covered.
This is the romance
If you're
scene
back
for
over.
Neve or Nev or whatever her name is.
When I woke
and
up
Rook.
this morning, I didn't see
Which is funny because I was actually talking to a dude at work, or
Can't argue with that.
he was saying that he would totally simp for Neve. Actually, I think he's a she actually. So she's actually saying that she would totally simp for Neve, which is funny. She's actually really getting into the game,
Nothing.
and I like it as well
I
too.
just
Obviously,
like surprising you.
again, it's
Is
going to be
that
really hard.
so? It's been interesting. I'll give you that.
God, she looks good.
More than interesting.
Well,
This is a really good scene.
And I hope
And I was
I'm
talking to her about
safer.
this scene, how this was a really cute scene.
Rook,
Yes, I would probably totally simp over Neve too. Nev Gallus, there you go.
caught a wisp.
Is that all?
Gorgeous scene. Of course, like they've toned down a lot of the romances in this game, which is to be expected
Ask for much. Or
because the
friends.
graphics are so phenomenal.
Well, it's not fair on a good day. You and me, Rook. We chase trouble.
Nev looks good. I love
so what
Nev.
can we ask for?
She's like Isabella, but less sluttier. Of course, Isabella is way hotter, in my opinion. I love her. She's the hottest character in video game history,
Today?
almost, to me at least. No, actually, Miranda is. Miranda Lawson.
I think it went well.
And of course, people like that chick Yennefer,
that
Witcher
so?
3. But
Good things
for some
happen,
reason,
yeah.
Yennefer always bugged me. But yeah, and Yennefer's fucking beautiful as hell. Good scene.
No. I think you might be trouble.
This is I wish when I was a guy. And this would be so much better if there was a dude. And cock-blocked by the fucking wisp. Every romance scene you have been cock-blocked. You've been cock-blocked in the Tash scene, now in the Nev scene. And I would have said the cock block, but my son was watching, so it's actually really hard for me to make these videos, guys. It is a miracle for me to make these videos right now. I have so much shit going on. I am so busy in my life. Oh god, this scene is amazing. This scene is crazy.
Surrounded by sharp claws.
See, this is what I'm telling you. The scene just keeps getting better and better. These dark spawns look fucking freaky, man. The Gloomhowler. The Gloomhowler's tough, guys. Because I have been extremely obsessed with this game. I haven't stopped playing this game. And I'm sorry for the
You are the darkness.
little spoiler there. But if you haven't played the game, or if you really
What does that mean? What are you going to do
have
with them?
started the game but you haven't got to the middle part, or you've just stopped playing it completely, you gotta play this part. Once you've got to this part, this is where the game shines. This is when it becomes very Mass Effect in a way. And I would hate to compare this game to Mass Effect, but it's the only thing I can really compare it to, because the only game that's similar to Mass Effect, according to the cinematics and fight things, is The Witcher. Oh god, this game is just insane. Like, when it comes to the battle scenes with everyone fighting each other, fighting multiple things at the same time, this game is just insane. I love, guys, I am way more in love with Dragon Age than I've ever have been, and that's the whole point of games like these. Even though this game is not perfect, this game is not considered a masterpiece, although I do feel it is a complete masterpiece. You know, some people say this game is mid or above average, which is a really fair review. You can't deny the fact, even with the haters, this game has one of the coolest cutscenes there is, and it is haunting with these darkspawn and the darkspawn horde. When you face endless hordes of darkspawn,
My mother put these ropes on me.
and then you have Tosh right here. This is where
Why did she do
Tosh
that?
starts being a
Is it because
character that's not that good, but Tosh is a badass character just because she's a fucking fire-breathing Canary, and she's a dragon hunter, so you can't go you can't go wrong with that. Varric
they're not
definitely has chosen the best
And I like feels when I imagine myself that
cast to go against this second blight or whatever this is, or third blight or whatever this is. Varric has chosen a great team, and Tosh is one of my most favorite characters in the whole game, even though she's a she doesn't she's not sure if he's a man or a girl, or she wants to be then ignore all the pronouns. Like, again, it's only like 5 or 10 minutes out of the whole game, and the game's probably like 80 hours or 100 hours long. It's only 10 minutes. Again, it's like having a fucking burger. Best burger you've had in your life. God, look at that, man. Just looks good.
Well, yeah.
When you want to bang your own character,
That is what I offered.
that's when you know you've done a pretty good job on your character. Yo, bitch, you freckled girl, you. I'm going to bump beavers with you, okay? I'm going to bump my purple pubic hairs on you.
Kind of like it.
Pour some Elvic magic on that shit, and bump your freckled beavered booty,
No.
because we're both short motherfuckers.
We just need to keep at it until we push through to the other side.
Sorry about that, guys. I want to bring some humor back in my videos. I've been a little bit more serious with the videos. Obviously, because I'm really excited. Oh god, they're touching each other. Oh gosh, she is powerful. This is when Harding, with Harding's power, and
Of course.
it's gonna be hard to
I'm not the only one who's
cut
not
out some
sleeping.
videos. But guys, I'm very excited about this video.
Continue this.
Very excited about this game.
I can't
I even had dreams about this game and how good this game is. It's very hard for me to get into,
Anyone ever tell you you're a very
to be this much
talented
into a
man?
game.
A few people.
Again, throughout the 10 years, in my personal opinion, it's not. So I'm not saying it is. There's Fallout 4, there's Witcher 3, there's Jedi Survivor. Spider-Man's good, but this game, for me, way better than Spider-Man, easily. Resident Evil 4 and Jedi Survivor, and right now it's being Resident Evil 4. I mean, Resident Evil 4 is a fucking amazing game, even though it was just a remake of the original one.
Hunting,
Davrin's
hunted.
And which did you have in mind?
my female character wants to jump on
Tell
that.
me.
And that's the way it should be. There are straight romances in this game, guys. It is not woke or whatever that is. Whatever that is, you just wake up and you have a boner. That's probably what woke is.
Still need to
I would never know what woke is, but I wake up with a boner every day, so that makes me woke because I woke up with a boner.
I'm seeing that.
And I'm seeing that boner too. There we go. The bird's happy about that boner. Everyone's happy about the boner. Everyone wants to see Davrin's boner.
I think
Everyone wants to make
disagrees.
porn. And we're gonna watch
See you
Rook and
later.
Davrin get it on. It's been a good one, y'all. See y'all later.